The primary components that can make or break an anime or a manga series are tropes. Either the writer can subvert it to diverse and mainstream, or they can copy and paste the formula so that their anime or series can easily hit the market. Tropes are not necessarily bad, but they are tools of storytelling and can entice viewers to have something to grab onto to familiarize themselves with, such as training arcs, fireworks, or beach episodes, but depending on how the writer fully implements it into their series can sift out the series' true audience. Today we'll be talking about the series On and Off by Shinosuke Kanazawa, and we follow a pair of office workers, Amada and Hanku, where they hold different lives outside of work. Amada, a popular salaryman inside of work in the office, likes to dress in Lolita fashion in his free time, while Hanku, who is deemed more unapproachable by her colleagues due to how strict she is, enjoys to dress in a more gothic masculine style of clothing out of work. The story starts off with them meeting out of work and not recognizing each other, but because they have a connection and due to an encounter, a connection is formed between the two and they decide to meet each other again. The contrasting on and off persona, which again is the title, naturally lead to moments of misunderstanding, but the story does emphasize the efforts that both of them make individually to understand and respect each other's hobbies, which ultimately burns a deeper bond between them. For this next part, I will be putting a little bit of spoilers, but not much, as again, this is all described in the first few chapters, but if you don't want to listen more, you don't want to be spoiled, then you can go ahead and click off, but again, I'm not going to go way into depth, it's just very, very slight spoilers. So, for some context, Amada goes by Kanade outside of work, and Hanku goes by Aki. Despite how Kanade and Aki present themselves, they both address themselves in they/them pronouns to be respectful, as they are unsure of each other's gender. The question of gender in discovering if Amada is Kanade or Hanku is Aki could have been the main concept of the series, like most romance series play into this, but this gets resolved early on in the series, which is interesting because it does break away from the usual mold of miscommunication that can easily last for 1 to many chapters. By having the characters actually communicate with each other and understand and accept one another for who they are, despite not knowing if the other person can stay true to themselves, is how readers are so loyal to the series. Even how the story revolves around the fashion that they wear and the hobbies that they have outside of work breaks away from the genre of office worker romance. I really do enjoy reading this series, and you can read it officially on Manga Up, the app, and I think they do have a website as well. But if you want physicals, you can either go to Barnes & Noble's, Kinokuniya, or any other bookstore chain to grab a copy, as Square Enix has picked it up for English publishing. Of course, I wouldn't be saying all this if I didn't already have copies, so at Barnes & Noble, again, none of these are sponsored, I got Volume 1. At Kinokuniya, I got Volume 2. I think Barnes & Noble has it up for pre-order at the moment. I could be wrong depending on when I post this. As for Japanese physicals, I do have some copies as well. For Volume 1, the names are different instead of On and Off. It's just the romanization of the Japanese name. 1, 2, and this would be Volume 3. It does come with a bonus. This would be the bonus right here. It looks very nice. And this would be the newest volume that came out, which is Volume 4. As for merch, although they are not readily available for American or Western audiences, you can buy them through proxy, and it would be the handkerchiefs. So this would be Kanade, and this would be Aki, and for acrylics. I do still have them wrapped up, so I do apologize. But this would be the two main characters. Other versions of the acrylic would be as so. And then my one and only favorite would be this humongous acrylic. Sorry, how's it? Okay. Humongous acrylic that I was able to get through a proxy. But if you guys have a way to buy it, please do enjoy the series. Please give it a read. It is a 10 out of 10. And I hope you guys have a good day. And that was all I have for this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.